It's Saturday, November 30th. Can you believe we are just one day away from December? We're inching closer and closer to winter, closer and closer to the holiday season. I'm Fenn Alvarado with your weather forecast of the weekend. Now, cool conditions for those folks in the prairie provinces. Minus 21 in Regina, minus 13 in Calgary, minus 11 in Winnipeg this afternoon. 6 degrees in Vancouver. You could see a shower, but a mainly dry pattern ahead for you. I'll talk about that in a moment. Meanwhile, Thunder Bay, chilly, minus 5 degrees. Toronto, 1. Ottawa, 2. And Halifax, you are 7 degrees today. St. John's, 5 degrees. That's fairly seasonal for this time of year. Now, we could get some rain for folks along the coast of Tofino, but for the most part, mainly dry across the west. We are monitoring some snow for folks in Alberta and even portions of the prairies. I'll get there in a second. High pressure in place for northern portions of our country. That means no precipitation. However, you do see this cloud cover there, especially for Yellowknife. Now, we are monitoring a first major snowfall in southern Ontario along the shores of Georgian Bay, Lake Huron. That snow belt really going to be living up to its name. I'm going to start our storyline here. This is where we could experience the most amount of snow. We could see some flurries flying through that Barrie area. Even around the GTA, we could experience some flurries. Not much accumulation around the GTA or even that Niagara area. The heaviest snowfall totals we're looking at through that Goderich and Kincardine area, upwards of 60 centimeters of snow to fall today until tomorrow. With northerly flow, your conditions really cooling down, especially compared to what you experienced last week. 1 degree in Toronto, minus 1 in London, minus 2 in Windsor. Sudbury, you are minus 1, as well as Sault Ste. Marie. Now, here's our nation's capital. The next couple of days, you see the cool pattern continues, and we are monitoring potentially a clipper situation for midweek next week. Now, across Atlantic Canada, certainly not as much snow as you experienced perhaps on Thursday night, especially around the Maritimes, but we could see some flurries flying today. Mostly wet snow if you are going to experience it. That's just because we have this green and blue here. That's that mixing. It'll be more of a flurry, less accumulation, but the next couple of days, those temperatures remaining fairly stagnant until Wednesday, Thursday. That's that clipper once again across Atlantic Canada. Now, in the prairies, I mentioned snow for you in Alberta. That would be for your Saturday and through the evening. As we head into Sunday, the snow then creeps into Saskatoon and then Winnipeg. Now, not much accumulation for those folks in Winnipeg and Saskatoon for at least until today and Sunday, but through that Hinton area, certainly upwards of 20 centimeters is possible, and those temperatures really cool the next couple of days. Here's a look at your temperatures across British Columbia, mainly dry the next couple of days. We are monitoring some snow for those high elevated passes, but those freezing levels, they're just around that 1,000-meter mark, starting to rise slowly as we head into your early work week. And here's the rest of that snowfall that I mentioned. Heavier snowfall through Bella Bella and Prince Rupert, high elevated areas. And I'll end your forecast here with your 7 days in Vancouver. You see, you won't need your umbrella at least until Friday or Saturday.